You have a place to stay tonight?
No.
Oh, you can stay on the boat.
It's coffee. There you go.
Thank you.
Coffee served.
Perfect. I missed that coffee.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Ride the Bean. Today I am camping outside of Jonathan's new city. Yesterday we went on a fun ride up a mountain, a windy mountain.
Yeah.
And today we have to say goodbye, unfortunately.
Already.
After coffee. It was fun to go camping and riding again together.
Again, yeah.
We need to do it again.
Again.
Longer next time.
Than that, yeah.
But today I am heading towards Italy, where I'm gonna see someone else you might know. That's gonna be fun. What are you gonna do?
Work again.
Work?
To be afford to travel someday again.
Yeah, do you have any travel plans in mind?
Iceland, Scotland, Scandinavian country, and Isle of Man for seeing the race.
Yeah.
Because these guys are fucking crazy.
Isle of Man?
I think it's the most dangerous sport in the world.
Probably is.
For me it is.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we gotta get going before it gets too hot. And yeah, hopefully we see each other again in not too long.
Not too long, yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun. Okay, let's pack up camp and go. Okay, well, bring it in.
Yeah.
It was good to see you.
Yeah. So, good ride again. Be
Thanks.
careful.
Try to avoid the speed cameras.
Split camera, crazy guy on the car. And yeah.
Well, it was really nice to see Jonathan again. We had a lot of fun yesterday riding around, but unfortunately he has to go back to work, and I gotta continue the adventure. Okay, bye-bye! Oh, this is the great thing about like traveling like this. My trip that I did 2 years ago, it made me so many like friends that I've stayed in touch with. That has changed my life completely, and it changed the direction of my life. And if it wasn't for Jonathan, if it wasn't for meeting him and getting a text message from him, I would not have met Marion either. And so me meeting Jonathan changed both mine and Marion's life. The reason I met her was because I was waiting for Jonathan to get his bike so we could go to Spain together. And if I didn't meet him, that would not have happened. It's so funny to think about these coincidences. You like trace your life back through these key moments that changes everything. You can't predict it. Wow! This place is gorgeous. beautiful. This is looking dark. Looks like there's rain in there. And suddenly, I instantly felt like a wall of humidity. And I came into this valley. Wow, so beautiful. Oh. If you have been following this channel for a long time, I know I've said that now many times in the last episodes, but you may remember I visited the backpackers hostel in Antibes, and I ended up staying there for a month and befriended the people working there. And now I'm actually very close to where Natasha lives, the girl who was running the backpackers when I came there. So I figured I would stop by and just say hi to her. She is now married and has a kid and everything. This is where she took me on a tour when we went to Gorge de la Loupe. Wolf's Throat, I forget how you say it. It was a really nice gorge hiking trip up here. But this gorge is incredible. It's so beautiful here. Here is a waterfall, I remember. Beautiful waterfall. Ah, it's strange to be back here. Now, this is a town called Col-sur-Loup. And interesting fact about this place is that it used to be where they put the lepers back in the day. So it was like a quarantine town. That's fascinating. Here is where Natasha lives. This is fun. It's like a reunion tour, kind of. Damn, the house is overgrown. That is really cool. Hey! How's it going? Good to see you.
Welcome.
Good to see you. Sorry for the smell.
No.
I've been riding for a week in the sun.
Wow.
My God, you have so much hair.
I know. Blame Marion.
Yeah.
I want to cut it, but
She doesn't want to.
she no.
You have a place to stay tonight?
No.
Oh, you can stay on the boat.
The boat?
If you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is our installation. A little bit messy, but this is
So cute. So this is where you live now?
yes. So
From Grandpa's garden?
yeah.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Like
Our van that we need to fix, it's a massive job because it's full of rust. The body of the the van, you see. And also because it was a military bus, there is no paper.
Yeah.
There is no paper. So it's complicated because now the PTAC is higher than what we can actually drive, so we can't drive it. So we can't bring it to any places to get it fixed. We need to lower that, which costs money. Then we need to get a quitus fiscal, French administration, to show that you pay tax. Then you need to get another paper that is proving that it is conform to the norm of Europe. And then after you have all of that, you need to go through another thing, which is a RTI, like basically it's a authorization to immatriculate the bus and you need to justify why you don't have a immatriculation since 30 days after you buy it and all of that, and they can refuse it. And yeah, so it's like
A project.
Did you know this before you got it?
no.
No.
The whole thing is now we are living in the tent, so it is our like temporary accommodation, so we are not too comfortable. But actually, we were not expecting to be more comfortable in the tent than in the apartments. So it doesn't make us want to move faster. But yeah, now we're living here. We are.
That's creative.
Yeah.
Bathtub.
Some pallets. Of course, there is the braai here. There is a setup because Elia is taking the ashes from the braai to put it inside of our dry toilet, because we have a dry toilet, which I'm not going to open for you, but.
You're living the hippie life.
Yeah. So we built the dry toilet with pallet wood, and we have like under that there is a bucket on which we put bunny litter. So it's basically like very fine wood chips. And we first put the ashes, then we put the bunny litter, and you don't smell nothing. And this is basically where we're gonna have our shower. So we found this bathtub on the trash. It's quite light. And I figured like we could actually tighten up our device that we're going to have in the van, which is going to be like a dry bag pocket that it would fill completely with a little pump and the shower hose. So you heat up the water and you just use this 20 liters and that's it.
That's what I have at my cabin.
Yeah. It's so amazing, no?
It works.
It works. So we want to do that. But I figured I did not want it to just like shower on the ground. So we collected that, so the water will go through the drain. And here I was actually busy making a filtration system. So the water will go through the drain, it will go inside of this bucket that has a ground under, like a clay type of ground. Above I will put some sand and some rocks, so it already filters through that. And then here I will make another hole, deeper, with more organic material and some plants that filter the water, so then the water can just go back to the ground without contaminating.
This is quite nice, actually.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah.
Here we have salad and parsley, carrots that are here coming out, and green onion here. Here we have more green onion and calendula, because the calendula flower is the best to make oil to help the baby with the rash and the eczema. Cucumbers that are growing here with plantain and dandelion, because plantain and dandelion help the cucumber with the ground. They feed each other, so it helps with producing better and keeping the plants healthy. And also plantain is extremely good for digestive problem, and also like any type of bites, like mosquito bites. Or you just take some leaf, you mash it a little bit, and you put it on any bite you have, and then it doesn't itch.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Huh.
And we live on my grandpa's garden, so we can save as much money as possible to be able to renovate the van and put all of our money in there.
This is brown coffee beans that I'm burning because it's the best to chase away any flies and mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I should try that. Fuck, I have a million mosquito bites.
Yeah.
Well,
you
that's
just
the
burn
best.
it. The smoke that emits from the ground coffee beans just chases away any insects.
It must be really dark coffee then, if you have enough oils to burn it.
Well, actually, I put something on it to make
Okay.
it burn. But if it's just freshly ground coffee, it should burn.
You want a small coffee?
Sure.
I will go make a coffee.
Hi.
You're looking nice.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
You're looking nice.
Just woke up.
Yeah. I'm still waking up.
So,
Oh.
coffee with
Elegance.
elegance, of course, with some sugar and pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seeds in the coffee?
No, just as a snack.
Okay. Is this a capsule? Or is
No.
No, no, that's.
It's freshly ground coffee.
I think
The
it's
whole beans.
Arabic.
Yeah.
It's coffee.
It's not good coffee, but it's coffee.
It's just it's a little bit dark.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's slightly under extracted.
How can you? How would you tell that?
Because it's slightly acidic.
Okay.
So, which means it hasn't had enough contact with water.
Ah.
The coffee has run through a little bit too fast.
Too fast.
Which means the grind setting is probably a little bit too coarse.
Ah.
That was really nice seeing Devald and Natasha again. I met Devald the first time on the day Jonathan and I left for our big trip. He had just come to the hostel and came there from South Africa to work on boats. And he has always had a dream of sailing around the world. So he came here to save up money to buy a sailboat. And then, by chance, someone gave him a boat for €1. That's karma. That's must have done something good in his previous life. So now I'm actually gonna stay on their boat tonight, and on that boat, Max, that I also met at the Backpackers, who was living there when I came, working at a bar there. He's still in Antibes. He's been traveling around ever since, but now he's come back here. And so this is like a reunion of everyone I met 3 years ago when I 4 years ago now almost. Yeah, 4 years ago when I first came here. This is this is unexpected. A lot of fun. This is like kind of coming home to my French home in a way. It's kind of a strange feeling. I was just thinking of passing by, having a cup of coffee maybe, and then moving on. But if they offer me a free night in a boat, I can't say no to that. I guess now I can say, welcome back to Antibes. Here we have the famous Ferris wheel. Still here. Huh. Okay, let's see what this boat thing is all about.
This is my lovely
White rose.
white rose, yeah.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Hello. Shit.
Yeah. The sun.
No. Oh, after this move. How are you doing?
Good.
Good to see you. I saw you were in Switzerland. I was hoping you came.
Yeah, it's kind of random. I was supposed to go to Scotland,
Yep.
but I ended up here instead.
My God. Happy to see you. Nevertheless. My God.
He'll be sharing the boat with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Of course. My God.
If you want to have a look inside or outside.
This is a
Great. Yesterday was great.
this is a big boat.
Yeah, the big boat.
Right.
So obviously, yeah, you have your kitchen. Then you have a stove that's on a swivel for if you're underway sailing. Your food will stay level.
Smart.
Important part. Just cupboard for storage, microwave, coffee machine, filter coffee. I've got a fridge here. Quite big fridge.
You have everything.
2 cabins in front. This is Max's cabin. It's just basically it's a copy paste, which is nice because each cabin has a sink inside, just cold water sink to brush your teeth and whatnot. And then I've got 2 toilets.
2 toilets.
Yeah, it's a shower
My God.
and the toilet as well. Just a full-out shower. This one is the same, but it's mainly a storage cabin. Sometimes we do use it, but otherwise it's just storage. And yeah, for the summer season we put an AC out because it gets really hot. And obviously it's a little oven in here.
You need.
Damn.
Pretty nice boat. And then outside, also quite nice. Yeah, it's about 500 liters of water and 400 liters of fuel. And then here's my anchor locker. Well, this is my anchor locker. This is just a bow locker. So a lot of storage, a lot of tools and stuff in there. It's not very tidy. And she is, so it's Beato Oceanus. The Oceanus refers to its ability to cross oceans. So she's a world cruiser. should be able to go everywhere, which is quite nice.
So when are you crossing the ocean?
When?
Yeah?
Well, when my wife allows it, I would say it's the biggest win. But I'd first have to do a bit of the Mediterranean. Obviously, I think the first big trip would be Corsica. Sailing to Corsica, then around Corsica. And then just doing some other trips, go to Croatia a little bit, Italy or Rome. And then once we're fairly comfortable with the boat and knowing how she takes fuel consumptions and everything would be reliable, it's easier then to make your course planning, to know how much you need to do a certain amount of distances, and then just rationing your portions of eating and getting ready for crossing.
Damn.
Yeah. It would be very exciting.
I'd love to come with on one of those small trips.
Oh yeah. Please do. That would be amazing. I would need some hands on deck.
And you got this thing for €1?
€1, yeah, €1.
That's
it was
insane.
A gift. I don't know how that people get gifted boats for €1. But yeah, it was just an absolute gift from God. A friend got it and built it up a little bit, tried to sell it. Brokers were too greedy, people were too greedy, and I just wanted to give it to someone that really appreciates it, and I guess I was his guy. I was the pick.
This is a lot for €1.
Yes, it is. It is. It is a lot for €1.
Wow.
It's a big responsibility as well, because just covering the port fees a month, it's quite expensive, especially in Antibes, because it's the biggest private port in all of the French Riviera. But yeah, it's been good to us. We've made some nice memories with her, and I'm looking to make a lot more with her. Yeah, just use it for what she's supposed to do, is sail.
Wow, this was unexpected, but really, really cool. It's been a while since I stayed on a boat. And I get to have a shower tonight. That was also unexpected, but really nice. But damn it, look at these yachts. Like, Devil's boat is amazing. But these boats, what the hell is this? What about that one? That's huge. And the showers are supposed to be in this building somewhere. So nice to have a shower. But already just walking out the shower, I'm just as sweaty as I was before. It is so humid. I can never get used to this heat and humidity. Nice. Now I have had a shower and feel fresh. This is a really, really cool place. This was surprising. I got to stay on a boat and I'm still kind of surprised. Look at this place. It's so gorgeous. I was just passing by, expecting a coffee. Not really expecting anything, but... And then now I have a place to sleep and everything. It's good to have friends around the world. Now I'm just gonna chill here until tomorrow, and then I continue towards Italy. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you did, give me a thumbs up, click subscribe, and ring the bell. And I'll see you tomorrow on the road to Italy. Peace.